English conversation practice. Topic 1: Leisure time. Why do you think free time is important?
I think free time is very important. Most people would agree that free time allows people to recharge after work or study. Everyone needs their own time to enjoy the company of friends and family.
What do you like to do with your free time?
I like spending my free time on traveling, especially those famous attractions in Australia.
What do you like to do with your free time?
I like spending my free time on playing tennis. Because exercise is a way that I can reduce stress from my work, so enjoy it.
Do you prefer spending your free time alone or with friends?
It depends on the situation, actually. I prefer to spend my time alone, but I am also enjoying spending time with my friends. If I had a really bad day, and not having a mood for talking with someone, I prefer to be alone, and I just like to sit alone at home on the computer.
How much free time do people have in your country?
I'm from Taiwan. Here most people are always seen busy, but they participate in special festivals. Such as Dragon Boat Festival, people enjoy watching the dragon boat race.
How much free time do people have in your country?
I'm from Australia. People like doing many things in their free time. The activities they choose will depend on the individual's choice, such as socializing, going to a club, or attending concerts.
How often do you go out with friends?
Once a month. There are lots of restaurants and cafes near where I lived, and also spend time hanging out on the beach.
How often do you go out with friends?
I go out with my friends almost 1 or 2 times a week. During my university years, it was more frequent, but these days, I cannot hang out with friends or see them that much as I have got busy with my job and other responsibilities.
What do you do in evenings?
Actually, my whole day consists of studying and working. So I don't have much time to allocate to my entertainment or hobby, but if I find some time, I would like to spend it with my family, like going out to eat something or watching movie.
Topic 2: Life. Which statement do you agree with? I live to work or I work to live?
That's a tough question. I think that I agree the second one. I believe that work is simply a means to enjoying your life. If people spend too much time on working, they will miss the original taste of life.
What do you think you are going to do in the future to try and make your work-life balance better?
Well, I think what I can do is to discuss with the group. Maybe we can figure out some methods that can solve the problem and reduce working time. And start to learn project management. In the way that I think we will have good working balance.
How much time do you spend using a computer?
I spend several hours every day using a computer because it's an important part of my job. I try to stay away from the computer on weekends, but I think I'm not that much successful at that because there are always a lot of things that I want to do with it, so I think I spend a lot of time on the computer.
Can you tell me, when do you watch TV?
I usually watch TV on the weekend in my living room, and I usually use the platform like Netflix and YouTube. There are many programs that I can choose to watch.
Topic 3: Work. What do you think the government and employers can do to help make sure their employees have a good work-life balance?
I think the government and employers can make more living allowance policies due to the inflation nowadays. Many people cannot afford the high prices of consumption.
What is your job?
Actually, I am a student and I have an occupation. I am working as an English teacher in Language Academy.
What is your job?
I am a mechanical engineer working in a medical company in Los Angeles.
Do you like your job?
I love my job. It was my dream to a mechanical engineer, and I started in Canada. My work gives me a lot of sense of accomplishment.
Do you like your job?
In fact, I don't like my job actually. There are several reasons why I hate my job. The reasons are the company culture and mismatch of values, lack of opportunities for professional growth.
What responsibility do you have there?
I am responsible for helping students to improve their English ability in my institute.
What responsibility do you have there?
I am responsible for designing products for my company. It helps my company earn more money from overseas.
Is it a popular job in your country?
Yes, in my country, a popular job is being a mechanical engineer. The manufacturing industry is rapidly growing in my country, and there is a high demand for skilled product developers to create and maintain various machines.
Do you get on well with your colleagues?
I get along well with my colleagues. I am fortunate to have a great team of co-workers who are supportive, friendly, and easy to work with. I believe that by working together as a team and supporting each other, we can achieve better results and create a more pleasant working environment.
What was your first day on the job like?
It was a bit scary because I have no idea of what the job is. I remember that on my first day of work, my boss gave me a task to complete within the time limit. I feel stressed and my colleagues don't want to help me, so I was nervous.
If you had the chance, would you change your job?
Yes, definitely. I would rather change the company with higher salary, but I would do the same job as I do now.
Do you plan to continue with your job in the future?
Yes, I do plan to continue with my job in the future. I am an electrical engineer and I have been in this field for 7 years. So I have a great passion for technology and programming, and I find it very satisfying to be able to create something new and innovative. Therefore, I do plan to continue with my job in the future.
Topic 4: Home. Where is your hometown?
My home is located in the central of Taiwan, a small town in Taichung City. There is a famous park near my house and the scenery is very beautiful. The neighbors here are very enthusiastic and often help each other. Overall, I feel very fortunate to call this place my home.
Do most people live in houses in your country?
Not really, most people live in my country, they live in apartments because the house prices are very high and it is difficult for young people to afford a house nowadays.
What do you like about your hometown?
I like how the people in my hometown, they are so friendly. Everyone was willing to give others a hand when they needed help. Also, it's very convenient here, there are many coffee shops and convenience stores.
Which places should tourists visit?
Well, there are lots of places tourists can visit actually. We even have lots of tourists staying in our countryside. There's lots of coastal walks or there's lots of coastal paths that you could walk around.
And is there anything you don't like about your hometown?
I think probably the biggest problem is that it's a bit boring sometimes. Compared to the city, there are fewer job opportunities and no entertainment facilities here.
Who do you live with?
I live with my father and sister. My sister, she worked in Canada and she plans to go home recently, so I am excited about her. We have a very strong bond towards one another.
Describe a park or city in your neighborhood or city that you like.
I start to talk about a park in my neighborhood. There is a small park at the end of my street. There is a fountain in the middle, and there are some benches where you can sit and relax. And there is also a small garden and some of the local neighbors plant flowers there every year.